Hey, what is going on, Leos? Butch here. I am going to do your 1 week read. It is a general read, so it may not resonate with everyone. It is for your sun, moon, rising, and your Venus. For all you cross watchers, roles can be reversed. Always feel free to comment down below. And with all that being said, let's get it. Universe, what do we have for Leos? What message do we have for Leos? All right, Leos. So the first thing that I have, Leos, I feel like with this person, there's this person around you. I mean, we're going to call it your person because I feel like that's exactly what you want from this person. And I said person way too many times there. I feel like you want more out of this. It's time for something more. More of a commitment. But with this person, I feel like there's it's almost like there's some distance, and it causes some worry. Not quite being themselves lately, and it has you worried, but you shouldn't be worried. With your person, they see the potential here. They saw it the moment they met you. And I feel like they've been hiding something from you, but it's not what you think. With that Seven of Swords, I feel like they have been hiding something from you. This is something I get that distance that you've been feeling with this person is because they're in their head. And it's not a bad thing at all. This person wants more from this. They didn't know how to tell you before. And part of it is I feel like they enjoy what they already have with you, but they do want more. So I feel like unbeknownst to you, you're still on the same page. You're more on the same page than you think you are. Because like I said, with this person, they've known what they wanted. And I feel like it's been a while that they've known what they wanted. But I see this is what you've been waiting for as well. We have that open communication coming. I feel like this person is about to open up to you, and it's going to be a huge change. But it's exactly what you've been waiting for. This person feeling a little distant lately that's them being in their head. They're trying to figure out how to tell you what they want to tell you. And what they want to tell you is they're done. They're done looking around. They're done trying to find someone that's perfect because they already found that person. They know that, and they've known it for a while, like I said, but they just haven't told you. I mean, they enjoy the relationship that you have with them. For some of you, I mean, this is someone that, I mean, No way, any way, shape, or form you look at this, I feel like there's a commitment coming from this. This person making a huge commitment to you with that faith card, the Hierophant. It's this person's ready to make the commitment to you. They've wanted to. The only reason they've been in their head is because they've been thinking about it. They've been thinking about how to say what they need to say. Because I get this feeling that they're not quite sure what your answer is going to be. So it's a big risk. It's a big step forward, but that's what they want to do with you. They want to take that step forward. They want to move forward. They have something to say. This person's all in. With that Fool card, it's the beginning of the journey. It's the beginning of the tarot. We have that Chariot as well. So, this person, they're loyal to you. And they don't want to share you. They want to move forward with you. They don't want to have that regret of not saying what they needed to say. And yeah, like I said, I feel like they've been in their head trying to figure out the best way to approach you with it, but they decided on the best approach, to be honest. They don't want to have that regret of letting you go. They don't want to have that regret of you living another day without knowing how they truly feel about you. And for some of you, I feel like this may be a little bit shocking because of the energy you've been feeling lately. I mean, this person they're ready for this. And their only fear is that maybe you're not. They want to change the dynamic here. They want to move forward. They want to make a commitment to you. They saw your potential the moment they met you. They think about you and only you. This isn't someone just making a half-ass offer. This is someone that's been thinking this through. This is someone that will show up for you. But don't get confused by that energy. It may even have come off lately, that hot and cold energy may have come off even defensive. I feel like they were in their head. They had something important to say. I don't feel like they've ever said this to anyone before, so I feel like it's a monumental moment for this person. But, they're not walking away from this. They can't walk away from this. They don't want to. Like I said, I mean, we have the Strength card and the Lovers. What this is telling me is that they realize together there's nothing that you guys can't go through. There's nothing that you can't do in life together. There's nothing that they wouldn't sacrifice for you and for this connection. They've never felt like that about anybody else. This is why this connection is it's such a deep connection. With that Strength card, together you have something very special. And there's no way they're walking away from that. And like I said, that feeling of regret is not something they want to feel when it comes to you. They know through the course of your life there's going to be ups and downs, but they're there for you. This is someone that shows up. They put in the work. Like I said before, with that Eight of Pentacles, they show up. They put in the work. They're in this. The only reason they've been holding back is because, like I said, they're not 100% sure that you're on the same page. But it comes to a point where they can't go any longer without telling you how they feel and putting it all out there. Risking it all for you. Because the dynamic that you have with this person right now is no longer appropriate. they're ready to take the next step forward. I mean, this person wants you for life. And like I said, for some of you, this may come as a shock because of that energy you've been feeling lately with this person, not really being able to read them. But I feel like they've had a lot on their mind. But like I said, I feel like this person's going to reach out and grab you and hold on. And like I said, it's not a one night stand, it's a one life stand, because we got the 10 of Cups, that family card. With the Leo energy, with the King of Wands, they've never been so passionate about anything. And I feel like when they come to you, it's going to be direct. It's going to be open. I mean, they're not going to hold back. They're not going to leave room for any kind of misunderstanding or misinterpretation. They're going to be very direct, very open. They're putting it all out there. They don't want anybody else but you. And every day it becomes more and more clear that being the truth. I mean, they're happy with you. They want to make you smile. They want to make you, they want to fill your cups. With that 9 of Cups, it's all about filling the cups. It's not about, just fulfilling you in one way and not the other. It's fulfilling all those cups. All the things that you need, this person wants to be there for you. They want to show up for you. They want to be next to you in this crazy little thing we call life. I mean, they've already made their mind up. All I'm telling you is stuff that, they've already decided on. This is not something that they're still thinking about. They've already decided it. They're just not sure how to tell you. That's what's been holding them back. They don't know how to tell you because they've never told anybody this before. So if you feel like this person's in their head, they got a lot they're thinking about. This is a big step. But in no way, shape, or form do I see any debating in their head, that they're not unclear or they're kind of leaning one way or the other. I mean, they're all in. They're leaning all in. But like I said, they just don't know how to tell you. They've never had this conversation before. And there's a strong part of them that believes that you're on the same page, but there's also that little voice inside their head that's like, what if they're not? I mean, this person, they've been thinking it through. They thought it through, they overthought it. I mean, they've been going through this scenario. I wouldn't be surprised if they stood in front of the mirror and prepared a speech. Or at least played it out to the mirror or a friend. They know what they want with you. That they know what they want is you. But like I said, I mean, this person, I get this very confident vibe from this person. Like they're a very confident person. But I feel like this decision has, this decision has caught them in a different way. Normally this person is just, they go after it. But with you, I mean, they didn't want any mistakes. They didn't want any misconceptions. They didn't want any misunderstandings. They want to be very clear and very direct what they want from you moving forward. I mean, they think about you and only you. I mean, I feel like there's so much going on here. We have a lot of fire and a lot of air. I mean, and some water as well. I mean, you'd be surprised how many people know exactly what they want from their partner, but have the same difficulty. Knowing what you want and saying what you want are two completely different things. I mean, they know what they want. That's no question. The only question in their head is how they tell you. And from the looks of this, I think they're figuring it out. I mean, I do see them taking a big step. Like I said, opening up that communication. I mean, they've never been so sure about anything. The only thing is, the only variable that they are unaware of is how you see it. But they're about to find out. I mean, this is the beginning. You know, every day up until now is just a prequel. This is where the story begins. Now with this person, like I said, a lot of fire. You know, we have Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius. We have some Taurus. We have some Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, Pisces, and Cancer. Like I said, I mean, the amount of people I've talked to in my life and the amount of people I've done readings for and the amount of people that ask me advice, I was shocked. So I'm assuming most people would be shocked of how many people actually know exactly what they want. You know? They know exactly what they want. But, you know, kind of this person that I know is not really a friend, but just a person that I know. I remember we were all hanging out one night. I don't call him a friend because I really don't know him that well. Seems like a good guy. Probably could be a friend, but we were all out one night talking, and you know, we were at a bonfire, and it was, you know, just a bunch of guys hanging out. We went paintballing that day, which I'm a big fan of paintball. But anyway, we went paintballing, and we were all kind of standing around the fire. They were having some drinks. I don't drink, but I enjoy, you know, the camaraderie, and that's usually the best part of paintball night is, you know, having a good time with the guys. So we're out, and this guy was talking to another guy right next to me, and I don't mean to eavesdrop, but he was talking pretty loud because there was music playing and stuff, but he was saying how his girlfriend wanted a commitment from him. Like, she told him straight up, where are we going with this? And he said, I didn't know what to say in the moment. I didn't know if I should just tell her, yeah, I'm in, and seem really excited about it. Or because it was such a big decision, should I take some time and think about it? And anyway, my buddy told me, he said, so you want to be with this girl? He's like, hell yeah, I do. You know, when she said that, I was excited, you know, but I didn't want to show excitement because I didn't want to seem too anxious. And my buddy said the funniest thing. He said, you're not buying a used car. You're not buying a car from a car dealership. You know, she's not the car dealer. It's okay to be excited. He said, I've been waiting for her, you know, I've been waiting for this to get serious for the last, they were together 2 years. For the last 6 months, he said, I've been really, you know, I already knew I wanted to, you know, wanted a relationship. What they were talking about was moving in together. And he said, I've been wanting to ask her. He said, I even made her a key to ask her to move in. I just never got around to it because I didn't want to be the guy that seemed pushy. And the reason I bring this up is because part of that seems funny to me is that they've been together for 2 years, and him asking her to move in, he thought that sounded pushy. You know, there's so many people that overthink. That was the point of the story. There's so many people that overthink. You know, and most people just want you to be real. You know, in that moment when she wanted to take this to the next step, have more of a commitment with him, if his first instinct was to be excited and just hell yeah, that's what he should have done. You know, like I said, he already has a key made. He had a key made before she even mentioned it. You know, we're so caught up in thinking. When it comes to love, thinking can get you in more trouble than not. there's so many people that overthink this shit out of things, and I get it. You know, I get that sometimes a big commitment. But if you know what you want, it's really not that big a step. I doubt he watches my channel, so no, probably a good chance. I don't really tell people what I do. And I mean, it's, you know, I don't tell, my close friends know that I do YouTube, but I don't tell everybody. I feel like it just opens a lot of questions, and, you know, I kind of like my privacy. I'm a very private person. You know, I'm just kind of quiet. And I just kind of stick to myself. Except for when you ask me something. If you ask my advice or you ask me a question, I'm going to give it to you because you asked me. But I was sitting there and I was biting my tongue, and I was going to give him some advice, but like I normally am, I just kind of bite my tongue. And when Buddy said that, he said, "You're not buying a car." I just thought that was the funniest thing I ever heard. Because that's what Buddy made it sound like. You know, when you go to a car dealership and people are like, okay, act like, you know, you're kind of interested, but you're not really sure, even though you know exactly that's the car you want to get a better deal. You know, the person you want to be with wants to be with you, there's not going to be a better deal. I don't know if it's a girl thing. I don't hang out with a lot of girls. I have a few friends that are girls, but I wonder if girls think the same way as guys. Guys are so ridiculous sometimes. Like, it's just the things they think of. Like he even said, I've been, you know, I had a key made for her to ask her to move in, but I haven't told her yet. I mean, I feel like if you want something and if it's the right person, I mean, shit, one of my good buddies, he's married. He's been married for 12 years. Him and his girlfriend moved in 2 weeks after they met. She moved in with him 2 weeks after they met. And they were together 3 years, got married. They've been married for 12, so 15 years. Sometimes when it's right, you know? It doesn't need time to think about it. All that time does is kind of give you time to overthink. You know, go with your heart. You know, so many people make head over heart decisions on a daily basis. When it comes to love, there is no head over heart decision. If you're not thinking with your heart when it comes to love, you're not thinking with your heart first when it comes to love. You know, I don't know. I don't really know when it comes to that, but all I know is when it comes to my love life, I go with my heart. I let my head have a little say. You know, I don't do too many stupid things, but, you know, when it comes to the matters of the heart, why would you leave the heart out of it and think only with your head? You know, love isn't logical. It very rarely makes sense. But it sure as hell is a lot of fun. Anyway, that's what I have for you. Be good. Take care. Stay safe.